So you want to be a trucker, huh? I'll tell you like my mama told me. You're stupid. But because I'm stupid, I'm a trucker. That's how this works. So anyway, look, the first step is getting your CDL. The best way to do that is to go to school yourself. Now, every state, the workforce program is federal. WIOA, I think it is. That's how I got my CDL. Every state administers it themselves. Go to your local, whatever you have, if it's a labor board or an employment office. If you ain't making much money, go there and talk to them about it. You know, they'll ask you some questions, have you fill out paperwork. If you're approved, they'll pay for your school and even reimburse you for your license. And then you can go to one of the Four Horsemen to get training. If you sign up with them and have them put you through school, which you have to go through school. Congress passed that a few years ago. I don't know who made money on that, but somebody did. You have to go to school now. And for some damn reason, they're letting the training companies, Warner, Schneider, Swift, England, and Prime, run their own schools and do their own thing. That's probably where the money came from. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. If you sign up with one of them and have them do your schooling, or you get your CDL for you, then I think it's a 1 year contract. Some of them is 2 year, but pretty much 1 year is what they do. Don't think for a second they got your best interest in heart. They don't give a damn if you succeed or not. Trucking recruiters and Army recruiters are cut from the same cloth. I'm pretty sure when Army recruiters retire, they become trucking recruiters. But first, get your CDL. And then your first 3 months is going to be training with one of the Four Horsemen, or Prime. And since I'm in Reefer, Prime's my people, but not my people because I don't like Prime. Anyway, first 3 months going to be OTR, over the road. You're going to be away from home those 3 months. Plan for it. Now, I don't care what they tell you. That's how they do. They each have mileage quotas, or you have to be the meat and the seat for so many miles before they'll say, we'll trust you with $200,000 truck and $80,000 trailer. And yeah, I paid $185,000 for my truck, and I got an old trailer I only paid $10,000 for, but it ate up the other 70 in repairs and rebuild. Anyway, so first 3 months, you're gone. You're over the road. After that, another 3 months making whatever trash they pay, which is not going to be all that much. And coming from the hood, I thought it was good money, but it's not. Once you get into trucking, you actually see how bad it is. However, you can get regional or local after your first 6 to 8 months. You put in 6 months with the first company, 3 months training, and then 3 months doing your own thing, making some money. Then start applying at other places. I did 6 months at Warner because I was dumb. We already covered this. And then after that 6 months, I put in with Creek Carrier. They're actually a pretty good company. In 2012, I was making 45 cents a mile with them. Now, I think nowadays they're paying probably double that. I don't know. I haven't been company since. I've been driving for 15 years. I've been owner-operator for 12 years. But, so I don't know what they're paying these days on the company side. I do know the game hasn't changed any, though. Nothing changes in this industry. We are still the Wild West. But, if you want to be a trucker, get your CDL. Best way is a workforce program. Have your state pay for it. If you can't qualify for that, see about financing. You do not want to sign up with one of these trucking companies. If that's your only shot and you are dead set on it, all right. Just understand that contract is non-negotiable. If they have you sign for a year contract, when you quit, within 9 months later, you quit, they're going to try and charge you, and they'll put it on your credit report, and they'll sue you for that $8,000 or $12,000 or whatever ridiculously inflated price their school costs. So if you're going to commit to it, you better commit to it. If you decide to become owner-op later on, be prepared to fail. Because you will. We all do. I failed twice before I finally figured out what the hell I was doing. The training companies for company drivers are Warner, Swift, Schneider, Sierra England. I think USA Truck might do it, Prime. There's probably others, but I don't know. I don't care. I never cared enough to actually learn. The training companies for owner-operators are J.B. Hunt, Schneider, and Landstar. And I don't care if you drive for Landstar. It's a training company. That 65% is trash. Their loads are trash. Their equipment's trash. Everything about Landstar is trash. They don't care about you. They protect themselves over all costs, which is pretty much all carriers, but most of your smaller carriers will go to bat for you. The carrier I'm with, they pretty much take care of us for the most part. They have recourse though, so if they don't get paid, we don't get paid. But I can't really blame them for that. Or we don't get paid until they get paid if they don't get paid on it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Point being, if you decide to buy your truck, research and listen. We ain't out here telling y'all not to do the lease purchase because we don't want you to buy a truck. We're telling you, don't lease purchase a truck from J.B. Hunt and drive it for J.B. Hunt for a reason. Everybody that does that fails. There might be an exception here and there. I'm sure somebody can go 4 years on ramen noodles and bar ass hot dogs, but that ain't the life for me, you know what I mean? You cannot buy a truck from the same person that you book your loads from. It's stupid. Because if they want to make money, all they got to do is stop giving you decent paying loads and starve you out. Then they get the truck back. And that should be illegal, but it's not. It is what it is. Learn the game. We know the game. We've been in it long enough. Listen to us. We don't have your best interests at heart either, but we're not actively trying to screw you over. Hello, TV. How you doing? Our companies, they're actively trying to screw you over. In all cases, in all instances, at all times, without fail. That everybody in this industry is set against the driver. And that's not an exaggeration. I'm successful. I make six figures. I'm doing well. My business is stable. I'm happy with what I do. I'm not being angry or facetious or nothing like that. I'm telling you how it is. This entire industry is set against the driver. So, cover your ass. Nobody else has it. Everybody else is actively trying to put you out of business. Except your fellow drivers. We understand. If you have any questions, ask somebody else. I done told you everything I know. Remember? We started this out with me telling you I was stupid.